So do you want to wait 20 seconds and call it 15?
Give me the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When it starts going.
Yeah. Give me like yeah.
So we're gonna 15 is the intro. 2, 1.
Welcome back, everybody. Is that a good Geo impression for this intro? But we're over here on the podcast, so don't talk until I fucking introduce you. You know the rules. If you are checking us out from the AOHD channel, thank you so much. This is Ever-Changing Vibe with another episode. I'm your host, wALiE. With me, as always, I got my boy, Geo.
Yep.
Now you can talk, but you're going to stick with 2 letters? That's all I get out of you?
Well, I don't know how much I'm able to do.
Good thing we got a fucking fire-ass third mic today. Check him out on... You see him. He hasn't been on Ever-Changing Vibe, I don't think yet, but he's definitely been. I think we've referenced him. He's definitely been on AOHD. We've collabed a lot in the past, but Vegeta, what's going on, dude?
I know he is balding.
Okay, we're gonna cut. Can you mute that mic?
No. He's a good mic. Tell him more.
Okay, well, you know what? Okay. Well, so now that you know everybody who's going to be on this episode, I know it's a very quick intro. That's the type of shit we love. If you listen to the AOHD, you know I love a quick intro. Get right into it. Gio, are you fucking ready?
I'm ready.
Get right
Here
into
we
it, please. I just did all your stills. It's this.
Yep, basically. That one is just for me.
Anyways, we're back, and whenever we do, I used to be so good at just like going off the cuff, and I used to do a lot of like solo podcasts where I'd literally come down to the studio all by myself and just fucking talk at nothing. My studio's in a basement.
He still does both of those things.
I still do on a regular basis. But I used to be able to just kind of like go off the cuff. And then I think just being spoiled working with Gio so often, bouncing off of our ADHDs, like, I'm like, now I kind of need it. Now I need the balance. I want to go into something that I haven't really talked about this month. And now...
This month.
At the time of like hearing this, it'll be over. But I decided the month of March to kind of do another sober month. Back in October, I did Sober October. I don't know if any of my followers, listeners, viewers. Now I can say viewers.
Now you can say viewers.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, took you long enough.
I've been doing it. They've been coming out.
Uh-huh.
Episode 89, I did. I that one was out. But yeah, ever since what was it? I'm not talking about episodes. Oh, Sober October. It's something that I do almost every year. Where, I mean, it's not really a huge challenge for me. It's more about, or the sobriety isn't necessarily the challenge. It's more about a discipline challenge. So cutting out booze and everything, and every single time I like to add an element to this challenge. Back in October, I tried to do like a mind, body, soul. So I was journaling every day. I have a journal that I do, a daily journal that I've been doing for almost a year now. But last October...
I actually didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize you journaled at all.
I journal every day, dude.
That makes sense now. I mean... Dude, you take notes randomly throughout the entire podcast anyway, so like...
Yeah, it's and that's actually going to go into what I'm doing this month. But last month or the October month, I did 15 workouts, which most of them were tennis with one of my good buddies, or like going on a jog or something. So I did 15 workouts. I had to finish a book that I'd been trying to read for like 2 full years, 48 Laws of Power, if anyone has heard of that. I think I had like 7 or 8 chapters left. So in the month of October, on top of being sober, for the soul, I was trying to build my mind by completing the book. So finishing all the 8 chapters and doing the 15 workouts for my body. Going into this month, one of the things that I felt like I've kind of like slacked a lot on since October, or even before going into that sober October, was my discipline. All the time, I'm very like self-analytical, so I can look into myself and be like, this is what you're not doing well. You need to be working out more. You need to be doing this more. You need to be, and I tell myself all those things, but I don't act on them. So my goal this month has been to really enforce the idea of discipline every single day. So on top of journaling every day, because I'm already doing that, I already kind of like built that like habit, I guess. And being sober, I am adding, I need to do a walk every single day. But I wanted to specifically frame it in my mind going into this month that the walk is not about exercise. Because when it comes to exercise, I'm very like, well, I skipped a day, now I can skip 2 days. I'm going to skip 3 days. What's the fucking difference if I skip a week? And then I lose that whole rhythm. And then it would
I'll be honest, I got like a little confused there. I was just like, what?
Yeah,
it's not about the exercise?
No, it's literally not about the exercise. It's about...
Oh, the discipline.
It's about... And that's why I said every single day of March, I have to go out on a walk. I have to wake up in the morning and say, today you're going out on a walk. Because the days... What I've been finding, especially because I had February vacation, and that whole week, I have all this time in the day, and I was like, there's no doubt in my mind I'll have time to go on do a little bit of exercise. There's no doubt in my mind I'll be able to do some video editing or record a podcast or do this or do that. But I'd get to the end of the day and I'd be like, oh shit, it was a busy day, and now all of a sudden it's like 7 o'clock, and I'm like, it's too dark out. I really can't exercise. I don't have a gym membership anymore, so like I can't exercise. The only thing I can do is like get outside and exercise. So then I just wasn't exercising. So
okay.
I realized for myself when I try to frame it around the idea of exercise, I don't commit to it, which is why I'm like, this is about discipline. Every single day I have to go out on a walk. And what I've been finding, one, is now I'm going on longer walks. Sometimes I go on 2 walks a day. So I'm actually doing way more exercise than when I framed it as an exercise back in sober October. It was just like, do 15. Because then I just like doubled up a day or 2 and just crammed them all in at the very end of the month. So it wasn't really, so then as soon as the month was over, I was like done exercising. But now I'm building this like daily walk into my like lifestyle. And I'm finding like so much reward and benefit tying like the movement to allowing myself to express a lot of ideas and really like think out ideas before I just bring them to a conversation. Because in the past, and you've bared the brunt, but Booth Babe gets the worst of it, where I like to think, like my best thinking brain is when I'm having a conversation. But the way I approach that type of conversation is I just pick a side and I stick by that side and I defend that side or whatever it is. And I try to...
For absolutely no reason, even if you don't believe it.
Yeah. And a lot of times, like, my mind does change, but I won't let it change until after the conversation is over. So then I go, oh, you know what? They were able to take down every single point while I was standing on this side. Now I do believe in their side. So I do learn. That those are the moments that I learned the best from, but... I learned that by walking on these daily walks, I'm getting out all my thoughts. So now I'm going into the conversation less intense, more ready to listen. It's very like stoic in a way. And I'm not trying to like pat myself on the back. It's like the level of stoic that I've become is maybe close to someone who's bad at being stoic. Like that's how much I've and that is still like a huge improvement as to what I was at whatever other point. So I'm doing these daily walks and I'm getting a lot out of it by just saying I have to get up and walk. And because I'm not framing it around the idea of exercise, there was one day this past week that was really crappy. It was raining. We had a weather warning and it was windy, and I got to work. At work, as a teacher, you get a prep period. So one period while all the students are in class, you don't have any students. that allows you to prep for your classes, grade, whatever you need to do. I usually try to do my walks at that time. So I go out to go on this walk, and I do one lap around my school, and I am drenched. And I come back in, and I count it as a walk because despite the weather, despite anything, I still got that time to think, go outside. And I said to myself, I'm going on a walk. It's not going to be better outside at, 2 o'clock when I get out of work or 3 o'clock when I get out of work. So it's now crappy or later crappy. Just go out and do it. It's kind of like the David Goggins ask. So the other big revelation that I had with this whole discipline element to this challenge was on Sunday this past week. Both of these revelations came this week. I went to, me and Booth Babe went on a walk. It's probably about a 25, maybe 30-minute walk down to this, it was a old factory building down near where we live. And now they kind of turned it into like a little outlet strip with a lot of small local businesses, little coffee shop. So her and I walked down. Before I left for the walk, I was like, oh, great, I'm getting my walk in. I was going to go do that walk anyways. That's usually the walk that I do. I walk there, and then I walk back, and it's about a 45-minute walk for me. And I was going to do that in the morning, and she's like, oh, I want to kind of go. I want to check that place out. All right, fine, let's go. When I got back from the walk, I'm like, I can't count this walk. It was a 50-minute walk compared to the walk I had in the rain that was like a 12-minute walk, but I didn't count the 50-minute walk because I didn't get something out of it. I didn't have the time alone in my thoughts to think. So I didn't count the walk. It wasn't about exercise. It wasn't about any of that. It was like...
The you time?
It was... So I realized the other element to this discipline challenge that I accidentally found is I need to go on a walk so that I can hash out my thoughts. I can go through my thoughts. I can totally break them down, develop them, come to an understanding, or just find them. It's like sometimes I just don't have a thought, and I'm like, my brain's going in a million different ways, whether that's anxiety or stress or just like boring, and I'm like, I need to stimulate my mind. So later that day, I went on another, 25, 30-minute walk just by myself, and then I counted that other walk. So that's what I mean by, I don't even know why I started with this, but cool.
Hey, I mean, fuck it, right? But I was going to say, do you still find yourself struggling, like, when you're going through all this stuff, or not so much?
Struggling in what sense?
Like, to keep sober?
Yeah. Honestly, this month has been one of the easiest months. Yeah? I feel like and I think it's because I've tied it so closely to the idea of discipline. I haven't really been tempted almost at all. Like, usually by the first week is always the easiest, weirdly enough. It's like the first 3 days, it's like, dude, yeah. I fucking need this. This is awesome. Maybe the day 4 and 5, you're like, yeah, I can't wait for the end of the month. Day 7, you might be like, oh, there's my first craving. This is usually my October. And then the middle of the month is the part that's like every day you're like, oh, wait, I can't wait for my next drink. I can't wait for the Friday that this whole thing's over and I can just, crush a couple beers or go out to a club or something like. But this month I'm like, I'm waking up in the morning and kind of applying some of that Huberman stuff where it's like, look at the sun, do a cold shower. And I feel more excited. I think for the first time after doing one of these like disciplined months or sober months or whatever, because I do them as challenges. I'm not like if you need help and your idea is going sober, don't just try to go month by month. Like some people have real problems. Like it's not something that you can micro dose sobriety. Go sober or don't. I'm applying it for different reasons. I'm applying it because I want to challenge myself in a new way. Just come up in the same way that like I like to, get a little drunk and then do some video editing or drink on the podcast. And like it gives my brain a different way of thinking while I'm recording, and like then it's fun or whatever. I'm creating a different style of content. Going sober takes 30 days to change your brain, I think, at least. So I'm like, I want to change my brain over 30 days so that I can develop different types of content. I can have different types of thoughts and experience a different version of myself in the same way that you can get drunk in an hour. Like you can change your, thoughts in an hour by, having a couple of beers. But it takes 30 days to change your thoughts going sober to like clear it all out. And I just like doing this, like it's kind of accidentally fell into like every 6 months. So I'm learning more about myself and I really enjoy like, sorry. You asked about like whether it's like,
Yeah,
tempted.
I mean, you went on another rant, but
Yeah,
I was like,
But
I can't find the place to cut, but
but to bring it back, so like
Is
this
it just
last
easier?
October, I kept thinking about like I can't wait till November 1st. I am getting drunk, or like the buddy that I was doing that challenge with, like we kept talking about like, oh, we're gonna watch this movie on Netflix. We're saving this movie on Netflix. We're gonna do this. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna go out here. We're gonna like we had all the things, and I just like that's how I got through the month. This month I'm like, me and Booth Babe were scheduling. Last year I did it in March as well, and then the first weekend of April, we scheduled the last weekend of April, or the first weekend of April, we went up to Portland, Maine. And that weekend we planned because I was like, let me be let me be done with the sober challenge, and then we can go up, we can do brewery hopping, etc. This time we started to schedule it the first weekend of March to go up in April. And I was like, you know what? I think I honestly might extend this a little longer. Like, so now we scheduled something to go up in Portland in May instead. Because I was like, I might extend this sobriety. Like, I'm not craving drinks. I'm not craving like any like vices of my own. Which, side note, I did give up porn for Lent, which started like February like 25th or something like that.
Man, this man's given up everything, huh? Drinking, porn,
hope,
love for life.
yeah. Love for all the fun content. All right.
Heat.
Speaking
of content, though.
Yeah. Switch gears a little bit.
Yeah. Let's get into, I mean, I don't know.
Are you recording?
Yeah,
you are. Okay.
What do you mean am I recording?
Well, last time you kind of fucked up the cameras a little bit. And since you think it's okay to rash me in the comments section because I'm illiterate and dyslexic as fuck, dude, before you ask that, what?
Were you talking about the balding?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that one was funny.
Hey, if you are from AOHD and you like some of that content and you're still listening, dude, pop into those comment sections. We have so much fun interacting. I'm not there as often, but you'll see a wALiE.ECV pop in, say hi or whatever.
And as much as like I appreciate like, especially specifically on the baby metal content, like I love the fact that you guys are so fucking engaged, like straight up, like they're like so quick to respond to one thing. Like there's even times where like I'll be like, oh, what about this? Like, what's this about? And then they'll tell me, but then they'll give me an entire booklet on like,
they break it down.
Yeah, like, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So like, I appreciate that, but I will let you know right now that personally, being the person that is going to most likely respond to you on that channel anyway, if it's something I've already read, I might just heart it. Like I do try to react or comment or something to almost every single thing.
That's
that
okay.
I see.
I didn't reply to no one for
bro. But like I do personally try to respond because I like engaging with the crowd. But I will say that the ones that I will respond to the most, if some of you guys I think have realized this at this point, is when it's able. Yeah. So when I can make
Vegeta,
it funny.
Finish the point.
Yeah. Finish it for me, Vegeta. Yeah, like Vegeta said, when you can make it funny. If I can make it funny and you can make it funny, we'll continue. But like if it's like just a thing I've read before or like oh thanks, you guys did good, I'll say thank you or whatever. Sometimes I'll just heart it. More times than that, I'll just leave it.
But
what were you gonna say?
Quickly about dyslexia. So literally a text exchange from Booth Babe today when I was at work. She texted me, I just got a message. The PTO, which for those of you who do not know, is a parent-teacher organization. So it's like the community. They're a lot of the times like the ones that put on a little like breakfast for the teachers during teacher week. Those kind of that's what the PTO is. The PTO hired message envy people to come give messages today.
What?
Right. They're fucking confusing. I literally text her back. I said, can you reword that? So she replies, message envy, in parentheses, the message company chain place was hired today by the PTO to do messages for the teachers. Not sure I know what that means.
Oh, I got that. The second time
Do you
I
get
got
it?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
So basically she's saying that this company or whatever has been brought on to do messages for the teachers or for the parent-teacher conference stuff.
Not for conferences.
Oh, I thought she said for PT.
PTO is parent-teacher organization. It's like the one that puts on like different things for teachers.
Okay, so yeah, so it's just like essentially somebody helping you guys text or texting to you guys. I don't exactly know what the process is for that, but I'm still wrong. Oh my goodness! Now
No, it's because I was wrong. I went back through after she sent me that one. I reread the 3 messages 4 or 5 times, and I'm like, I don't get it. I'm like, not sure I know what that means. And I just waited. And as I was waiting, I go back through and I like reread. I'm like, what the fuck? What, like, is it a software? Like, what? And why is that my biggest thing was like, why is that a big fucking deal to tell me? Like, you can't wait till I get home and be like, oh, you know, we got a new software. I'm like, and I also was like, did you get it in an email? Is it like a scam? Like, did you actually look into it? You didn't click on it. Who was it from? Was it an external email? Was it from your principal? Like, what is happening?
What was it actually?
So after I said, not sure I know what that means, she says, masseuses came and gave me free massages today. Dude, I reread her messages. I don't know how many times. Every single one of her messages said massage. My brain did not see it. No matter how many, dude, I literally looked at it so many times. They literally say massage, 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 massage.
I just got a massage. The PTO hired Massage Envy to be.
I was like, I just got a message. I'm like, okay, what the fuck you telling me for? Dude, I went back and I started to panic. I'm like, how often do I fuck up like text?
Oh, I can tell you quite often, but
yeah, dude, we had the other fucking student. Dude, that was, I don't even know what started that. I was like, I think I texted you something about the Sneeko Penguins ship.
Yeah, which you didn't write well at all.
Yeah,
that wasn't even me reading it wrong. That was just you writing I don't even know what.
Wait, let me see if I can find it.
I'm trying to send him like, because usually the way I get wALiE to respond to you guys is I send him messages of what you guys,
literally
screenshots of like what you guys said and being like, oh, this is what he said. Go respond or some shit.
Yeah.
And right before I send that, he said something like, oh, penguin shits. And I was like,
what? Was it Tuesday?
Let me pull up my phone.
Or no, was it yesterday?
I think it was yesterday or Tuesday. One of the two. I don't give a fuck. I don't really know. But I just remember.
No one answered whether or not Namekians are
black. Wait, he did?
No. Oh. Wait. No. Don't gender him.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, yeah, here it is. So I'm like sending him a screenshot of like, you know, one of you guys' nice comments. And then he goes, penguin sneak shit kitty. I'm like, what the fuck? He said, I saw the penguin. Didn't think much of it, but everyone is commenting. I'm like, you haven't what?
Oh my gosh, that was...
Come to find out that he wanted to talk about the Penguins situation, like Penguin Zero and Sneeko. Yeah. I don't know how he got Penguin Sneak Shit Kitty out of the Sneeko and Penguins drama.
Fat fingers, and I think I started cooking or something. What time was that? No, I have no excuse. I have fucking no excuse.
That was mid-afternoon.
Also, your message was permission to rash you.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, never mind. So that one wasn't a happy comment. That one was more because I wanted to make sure he knew I was rashing him, just in case he wanted to comment as well, so that he knew I wasn't doing it behind his back. I was being a good guy.
Fucking loser needs permission.
I was being a good guy.
I don't want to offend you.
You said offend? I still was going to say it. I just need you to know.
True. All right. What did I say? Because then we went into something else. challenge accepted, and then you're like,
Oh yeah, because you said
I-
that you might clap back or some shit.
yeah, and then you're like,
And
I
then
just
you never
need to
did.
know. I just need to not only allow you to prep for a possible response, but needed an out if ever I had public backlash for no reason. I was like, so then I started like texting you like, no, I'm hurt and damaged. You have gone too far this time. And then you were like, oh, my bad. You know what? We'll cheer you up. And I don't know what I read because I was like, because I was still going in my text thread. So we were just going back and forth too quickly. I was like, let this text thread be read in court of public opinion. This is not okay for a co-host. I mean, not sad, or I mean, not LOL. And then asterisk, sad out loud. More like SOL. But you were going on about something else. You said some...
Wait, what? What
yeah.
did you say?
I don't fucking... Dude, this is bad content.
What the fuck?
Dude. This is ADHD.
Yeah, this is completely ADHD.
This is
but,
why
like,
you clicked.
Is it really? Oh man, but nah, honestly, like, I think we're having fun with that content. I know we're having fun with that content.
I think.
Like,
I'm still not sure.
yeah, wALiE's not sure. He's still deciding. But for me, I'm having fun at least editing it, and I'm having fun talking to you guys. And so I appreciate all the AOHD fans that are out there and maybe watching this. Everybody else, I mean, you're wALiE's people. I don't really know you. So.
Oh yeah, I this week, not the week that we're recording this, I started posting some of the teaser information about like the official release to the podcast, which is why I wasn't replying to no one on the episodes prior to episode 100. But
If you could tell that was a lie, trust me, I caught it right away too.
no, that is why. That's literally why.
Okay, sure.
Dude, stop. This is my show. Fucking, I edit this. I can just cut all your camera angles out.
Yeah,
What? What? Shut the fuck up. Dude, stop.
Tell him, Vegeta.
Dude, shut the fuck
Tell
up.
him.
Mute that guy.
No, he's right.
Dude, Pod Mic's going to be Pod Mic. Pod Dog will be a third mic in the future, near future.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Vegeta, shut the fuck up. Okay. Dude, I feel like schizophrenic.
Yeah, it's all good. You're yelling at the Prince of all Saiyans, so
He's a prince?
he's a prince.
Who's the heir to the throne? Him?
He was until this planet got blown up. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Vegeta was? Not Goku?
No, Goku was a low-class warrior, which is why Vegeta called him a low-class warrior. Vegeta's dad was the king, hence King Vegeta and then Prince Vegeta,
But
and then their
Goku's
planet's
more
name was
powerful.
also Vegeta. Yeah, but at birth,
Wait, their planet's name is Vegeta?
it was planet Vegeta, and that's the planet that Frieza blew up.
Oh, is that why Namek is like the name of
Namekians?
the Namekians?
Yeah, but like that's
Which one's Namek?
Namek is
Namek.
the Namekians planet. That's
Not
the one that they're on
old
right
guy?
now. Yeah, that's the one they're on right
It's
now.
the super old, like, fat guy.
Elder Guru?
Elder Guru. Yes, yeah.
No.
Can I just call you Guru? Yes.
I'll allow it.
So what's the Namekian that is on, like, Earth or whatever?
That's Piccolo. He's originally from
Piccolo.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been hundreds of years or whatever. But what's it called?
I will fuck your face. 7. Dude, that's...
But yeah,
fucking
so
dope.
that what's it called? Vegeta is a prince. Goku's just some random low-class warrior who, like, because the way that the Saiyans used to operate was like, oh yeah, you're born with whatever power level you're gonna have.
Oh.
So Vegeta was like a high-level warrior to begin with.
Right.
And that's how they class, like, high-class and low-class warriors.
Yeah.
Goku was born with, like, a power level of 2.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's just
Who
training
does
got
over
him there.
9,000? Goku or Vegeta?
Well, technically, Goku's the one that goes over 9,000.
But Vegeta sees him go over 9,000.
Yes.
Oh, wait, that happened in DBZA already.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But Vegeta's power level, I think, at that time was like 18,000 or 22,000 or something like that.
Mhm.
So,
All right. Click the purple button and then ask me a question. You gotta have the audio, like, turn on. Dude, this fucking... Hey, if anyone...
that was for you.
Stop talking shit for a
Yeah,
second.
exactly.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. So, You want to do some random questions that are definitely not from fans?
We don't have to fucking like. I don't know. I feel like we already established that we're just. Did you hear the beat, the sound that you just clicked on?
I heard it through your headphones blaring through your ears.
Yeah, that means we're in a new segment. You don't have to legit say.
Oh,
are you ready to do a new segment? I mean, ask
aye,
questions.
aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, Captain. Whoa, question time. Okay.
My speakers are gonna blow.
Edit the audio. Do you have any nicknames? That's boring. Like wALiE. Do you have any other ones? Like Loser? Or...
Throat Guzzler.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one, actually. Who gave you that one? Booth Babe?
Yeah, dude.
I think that's Swallower, not even Guzzler anymore. That sounds like you took it all.
That's how good it is.
Oh, okay. Good on you, Booth Babe. All right.
Mr. Fat Ass.
Booth Babe's a mister?
No, me. That's another nickname.
Oh, okay. I thought you were...
Mr. Got That Dang. She likes my ass. No, dude, I fucking got an ass.
Oh, you're talking about your ass. Okay.
Oh, no. I didn't say got that dang. I don't got no dangle. I got a dingle, but
little dingleberry.
But I got that. I got them cheeks.
All
dude,
right.
Before we go on, I legit got called double cheeked up by a student. That was fucking weird. But that was
okay.
Like,
before we continue to like
before I get canceled.
No, I don't even care about the cancel. I just don't want to talk about your ass for a long time. Like
it's my podcast. That's why I have my podcast to have an ego.
You're right. All right, when people come to you for help, what do they usually want help with?
I don't know.
People come to you for help at all?
My mom comes to me a lot. Business is legit. That's like the subject I teach and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a teacher, so you mean students go to you every day.
Questions on Google Docs, Google Sheets, etc. No, but I really do give a lot of like business and content creative type of advice, like. Specifically, like when I'm helping my mom with her business, she's in the healthcare field. But like right now she's creating a website and wants to have something on her webpage to like, explain what that, link is that someone just clicked on. And she keeps trying to explain the whole thing in this like 3-minute long video. And I keep telling her, I'm like, no, you want it short. And I was literally, if you saw the like, what do you call it? Blooper reel or the 808 ADHD behind the scenes.
Tisk.
Oh.
Up, Booth Babe.
I don't have this one synced to the thing. Hey, babe, we're recording a podcast. You're live.
Okay.
Hi. Are you? What's up?
Just on my way home.
Oh, okay. We're about halfway through the episode, so
halfway?
I don't know. Depends. Are you? So you already had dinner?
Yes.
All right. You got any good advice for my guests?
Nope.
All right. Can you prove to my listeners one quick thing?
Sure.
I'm double cheeked up.
Absolutely.
I got that thing. All right. Thank you. Love you. I'll call you when we're wrapping up.
All right.
Bye. Proof.
But you'll never see it because he's usually sitting down.
That's how I get double cheeked up,
Okay. Oh, man. All right. Next question. What's something you wish you'd figured out sooner?
Dude, nothing. I really enjoy the revelations when they come. And a lot of times when I have those revelations, it's at, initial thought is, I wish I knew that earlier. But it's like, there's a reason why I learned it when I learned it, because I have more to apply what it is
Okay.
to, Including like I mean the recent revelation. One of the obvious things is like I wish I learned how to video edit more, but it wasn't a matter of when to learn it because like.
Oh, which reminds me.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, but you know it is what it is. But
it is ADHD.
But when you were talking about how like you were telling your mom, like whether it was like both off air when you were telling me about it, or like even now when you just reminded me that you said it in the first place, my brain immediately was just like, you know, it's crazy because the amount of content that I cut out.
I know, right? Yeah.
Or even
like do way shorter, but I know that advice because I know what I do poorly.
You know that advice because you hear it from me.
Yeah. Legit, dude. Don't tell them all our secrets.
All right. I'll do maybe 2 more.
Okay.
What are you interested in that most people haven't heard of?
Oh, podcast? You think people heard? No. Oh, dude, there was something recently that I was just like, oh, this is a fucking cool topic. Fuck, man. NCAA March Madness. Have you heard of that?
No. I don't know what
Dude,
the
someone
fuck
comment below. Someone comment below.
I was like, what the
Final Four?
No. What is that?
It's the college basketball, like, biggest tournament. It's like the biggest betting tournament.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't pay attention to sports.
Okay.
I spend most of my life listening to music or anything else.
What is a cool thing that
I play sports, but I hate watching sports.
That not a lot of people know about? Dude, I'm writing this one down.
You want to think about this later?
Dude, this one might come up on another podcast, another episode. Cool topic. Not a lot of people know. Because I really like feel like recently, I think I was watching a documentary or something and it was like, oh, I really like this. And then like watch another documentary and then just dove into that like subset field.
What's a story that your family always tells about you?
All right. Let's.
Before we do that, let me just change the battery real quick.
Cool. Yeah, I'll take over. This part might need to get cut out, but
Okay. You're cutting something out?
No. I want to get a good response. So we're doing another phone call just for you guys. Yeah? Ringing.
Hi.
Hey.
Yep. What?
We're on the podcast. I had a quick question for you because I'm struggling. So we're doing a couple random questions. Gio, can you which tab was it? No. All right, so what story does your family always tell about you? Do you have a story of something that I've done in the past that...
From you?
Yeah, about me.
We tell about you?
Yeah, like if he's always peed himself up until like the age of 15.
No, I think your bubble.
My bubble. Oh, yeah, when I was what was I, like 3rd grade, 9? I had a
9 years old.
I had a birthmark and it had to get removed. So
Skin expander.
yeah, so the birthmark was too big, so they had to put this like bubble into my head. Like I went into surgery, they put this like little sack, and every week I had to go down to Boston so that they could inject like saline or fluid into the sack, so it would slowly expand over like 9 months. And then at the end of the 9 months, it just like stretched out all my skin. So then they removed the bubble, cut out the birthmark, and slapped that back over it. That's why I have a huge scar on the side of my head. Thank you guys.
Oh.
That's
actually, I never knew that.
I'll come say bye later. But that helped out. Thank you. Bye. Wow, 2 phone calls in one episode. Yeah.
But I actually never knew that.
Dude,
I always see the scar.
Yeah.
But I just honestly, like, I didn't know if maybe something happened, like, you know, you fell on your head or your parents dropped you.
No, there's
a
way more badass live version of that. So I don't
know, but either way, like, I think that's kind of cool. I never knew that's where that came from.
Yeah. Which is funny. It's like part of the reason why like I grew out the beard as long as I did.
Oh, it's to hide
because
it?
when I first no, not to hide it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, if you look at my head, I'm going to try to, hopefully this kind of captures it. All of my sunglasses growing up, like if I took them off and put them on a table, one side of the like glasses, or not the glasses, the arm would be higher than the other part. If you look at my head, and I am like, see, I don't know, can you see? See how my fingers don't align? So because this is the side that got stretched out, but it stretched out and it also like took away some of the fat and stuff that like holds up my ear. So that's why this side droops lower. It also fucked up the whole side of my face. I was recording some videos earlier for my mom, and I was kind of doing like a close-up selfie, and I noticed how much my jaw like is almost like slanted. So when I grow out the beard, it kind of fills it all out. I also have this like weird swirling effect because like this part got stretched, so like this part of my cheek doesn't grow out hair normally. Yeah. But when I grow it out long enough, like the hairs are just long enough that I can kind of just like comb them down.
Okay. Yeah, that's what happens to me too. Because you see this patchy part right here? It's because I had like
my hair's going a spiral. Like you know how like you're So you know how like you have your comb over line. Like everybody has like a spot in their head that like is where you should comb over, like or like the part. Everyone has a part. No, is that not a thing?
Maybe for people with looser hair.
Or white hair?
Yeah, like I think that maybe if you had looser hair, maybe it parts. Mine,
I don't know.
Doesn't always part.
Well, so like
it depends.
The direction in which your hair flows is it's usually all in one direction. I have hairs right here. Some of them flow up. Some of them flow down. Some of them flow like backwards. Some of them flow down. All in this one little swirl. Like it's like a weird swirl.
The swirl. Yeah, like that's usually more I think in the back of the head, no?
But right. But all like the rest of my face, everything flows down.
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So everything on my right side, all the facial hair flows down. Like that's like it grows out and flows down. Like this one little spot, like this hair will grow and flow outward. This one will go outward. Like, I don't know. This fucking just stupid. Next question.
All right. We'll do one more question since we missed one. But why are you going to bring that one back up? If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? No, I'm skipping that one. That's such a basic ass question. Who was your favorite teacher and why?
Ooh, okay.
Because that makes me, part of me feels like that's what probably inspired you to be teacher.
I had a couple that I really enjoyed, and I want to give credit to many of them, but there's one that's like stuck around like in my brain for so long. So it's a quick little backstory. Actually, it's a podcast. It's going to be the backstory that it's going to be. So
sorry guys.
Going into you can't cut it. Going into high school, I was my father was a math teacher. So like he always said I was really good at math, and I kind of just lived most of my high school. I'm really good at math. My freshman year, I had an English teacher that I didn't do well in English. I was just like, I'm just bad at English. I'm bad at grammar. I'm bad at spelling. I'm bad at writing essays, whatever it is. And we had our final report. I like failed. I got like a D on the final report freshman year. And every year you had to do like a term paper or whatever it's called. And then I got like a C- in English that year. Sophomore year, I have this other English teacher. There was like 4 in my school. I have a different English teacher. This English teacher, like, I think I got like a B+ on the term paper, but like maybe a B+ in the class too. And I did really well. And I did well on vocab quizzes. I did well on like everything. And I was like, oh, maybe I do kind of.
No. Vegeta, I get it. Just shut up for like 2 seconds. Let wALiE do his thing.
Yeah, I'm good.
You see, I defend you sometimes.
I have fake things. So I had this teacher. It was really good. I felt like I was okay at English. Like I still had all the, not trauma, but like still had all the insecurities that I was bad at English from the first teacher. Junior year, I have the same teacher I had freshman year. Again, I fail. I get another D on my term paper, and I get like a C- again in that class. Or maybe I got a C+ that year, but I like did so poorly in English class. And then, so I'm like, dude, I'm just bad at English. I'm bad at grammar. I'm bad at spelling. I'm bad at like writing essays, doing points. What was the big term? Like persuasive essays, all that stuff. And reading and comprehension, I was really bad at.
I actually was good at that for a long time. And then I think it was maybe 4th grade or 5th grade when they started introducing big words that weren't in comic books that I was like,
bam, zap,
that I was just like, oh,
clank.
nope. Suddenly I'm struggling. But at that time, I also started getting creative. So like spelling words, like when they would be like, oh, use this in a sentence. Everyone would just write like the 10 spelling words and just give out like 10 different sentences. And I just created a whole storyline based on, and just you would utilize it in there.
I used to just try to have the funniest sentence every week. That was my goal.
And I was always the quiet kid. And like she would always just read out the sentences. She wouldn't say whose it was. She would just read out like everyone's sentences. And so I remember everyone started getting excited for when it was mine, but I would never say it was mine. It's just I knew that everyone enjoyed it. And I just kept quiet the whole time because I was like, if I say it's mine, then everyone's going to start making fun of me.
Right. You fucking nerd. No.
Like that.
Yeah, dude. I fucking hated you. We did not go. We were not even the same year. Anyways, so going into. Can you shut the fuck up for a little bit? Going into the senior year, I had the same teacher I had sophomore year, and I was kind of excited. I waved myself into honors classes because I needed to bring my overall GPA up, so I took a bunch of honors classes senior year in order to hopefully get into a better college. And I'm taking this teacher. Dude, I'm getting an A minus, A plus, like every term. Dude, I aced the final like term paper or whatever it was called. Or no, it was you had to do an annotated bibliography. You had to do the works cited. You had to do, it was called like a research paper or something like that. Every year was a research paper. I think that's the term that we used. And
the term everyone uses.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, and I'm actually enjoying class. I'm like, in an honors class, doing well. Like she was coming to me, like she was always like giving me like props, like, oh, I was like, oh, cool, like that means a lot. But I like still had such a lack of confidence in that like subject because of the other teacher who was always failing me and everything. That I was like, I'm stupid, but whatever, I got through. Like I just did well on quizzes and tests and did all my homework. So we are in, like, it's like the final week for seniors where it's like we're doing graduation prep, and then we have the like, you know, the ceremony that high schools do for seniors where it's like anyone
Senior
who got,
skip day, yes.
No. The like when you get money to go to college, it's like all the different like things that you can.
Now that you're saying it that way, now my brain's blown.
It's just called senior night, but like a lot of times they go, and the you know, the person that got this award from the small local business here, they're granting grants. They do it during senior night. They do all the grants.
I wasn't even thinking of grants. I was thinking of the other one. There's usually grants and not loans, but
I thought they were called grants. But it's the same concept.
Yeah.
Like a small business or a teacher could give you a award. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, I am not getting fucking any awards. I just know myself, and I'm like, so I'm sitting there, and it was like, I finally had a smartphone because I got a smartphone, like, I think going into senior year was my first smartphone. So I'm sitting there, I finally learned how to, like, get onto, like, 3G at the time. So I'm watching, like, a YouTube video in the back. I took the seat so far in the back. We're on stage in an auditorium, and they're calling up the winner of this award, the winner of this award. All of a sudden, I hear my name. And I went to school with my cousin, who was my age, so we had the same last name. And I didn't know what award was being called. I was like, I look over at him, and I, like, nudge him, and he's like, you, go. I'm like, what? So I start walking up to the award, and I see that teacher that I had sophomore and senior year. And then, so I'm like, oh, thank you so much. She handed me, like, the award was, like, a shirt, like a certificate, and, like, what I think it was, like, it might have been, like, a $3,000 grant towards, like, just books or something like that to whatever school. And I come back to my seat, I'm like, what did I win? And I'm, like, looking at the thing, and I'm like, yo, you just won an English award. I won, like, a top English student award from that teacher. And ever since, like, my confidence went through the roof, like to a good degree. Like I just actually had confidence. I'm like, wait, maybe I actually am a good writer, and it was just the other teacher that just didn't like my writing style. Like, maybe I actually can do this. Maybe I can write stories or persuasive essays or whatever I'm writing. Like, I actually might have this ability. And then when I went into college, I had that like thought. So then I realized, like, certain classes, the teachers are going to just grade you bad because they don't like your writing. They don't like the style. Like, and it has nothing to do with whether or not you're good at that subject. And it gave me a lot of confidence going into college, a lot of confidence in my work, and it just allowed me to excel. And ever since, it's something that I try to like give back to the students that I have. It's like, you might not think you're good at this, but trust me, you just haven't seen your work progress to the level that you have reached internally. You just haven't fit that potential yet. So it's something that just like lived with me forever, and it still does. Dude, I wonder if she's still at the same school that I graduated from, but dude, I would, huh?
I said you should go visit.
I really want to. Ever since I got that award, I always wanted to send her a thank you card, and I was just like always weird about it. I was like, oh, I don't know if she want. So like,
Nah, I think
I hope one day like I do get to see her someday in public, and she'll be like, hey,
'Cause-
just so you know, like.
I know that I told you about the teacher that I didn't like, who.
Oh yes, yeah.
That teacher I will never appreciate. But there was when I did go back and I saw like the principals and stuff like that, and some of the teachers that I did appreciate, like when I went to go visit my school, they were sitting there and they were telling me about like how much they loved seeing us and all this other stuff, and they were like, we would love to see the rest of your family. Like, it's just like, I didn't even think that y'all remembered me.
Right.
Like, like I was just the quiet kid in the background, but somehow like I had made enough of an impact that they were like, oh, so interested in like, and knew some of the things that I had already done, being like, oh, we've been watching in the background. And
right.
So it's like some of those teachers that may have been your favorite, you could have been theirs too. And so like, maybe I think that she would love to see you.
And I do see that like with my students too sometimes, where it's like, sometimes it's not the kids that I interact with the most. It's the other kid. Oh, we just lose that one?
The wide? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. You want to? I don't even care. Yeah, just replace it. I was gonna say I'm gonna get into the wrap up anyways.
Yeah, but like you just get the wrap up. You have the wide after.
But yeah, fun episode. Fun like jumping into questions. I didn't know if that would take up enough time, but this was supposed to be a shorter episode. Thank you for anyone who stuck around and got through the real mind of wALiE. This is what Gio has to cut out. So if you got bored and maybe you clicked through and you clicked on this end part here, like, how do they end this thing? Well,
you at least know why I'm a great editor.
And Vegeta, anything else?
Tell him.
And that's what we got for today's episode. I'm just going to kind of drain out or like extend out this little bit of outro so that Gio can be part of this wide angle right before we say peace. He hits the... Oh, you stepped on my headset.
Oh, fuck you.
Ah, Dan. I just called you Dan. I meant to say dank. All right. It's been fun, dude. Thanks again, Gio.
You're welcome.
Always a pleasure. The one bringing the content. I'm just being crazy.
Peace.
Oh, wait, turn my head.
I didn't turn it off.
Don't forget to check out AOHD. This hats are lit. Exclusive to just me and Gio. So sorry.
I already turned it back up. I mean, knowing you. Let us know if you could hear him.